You didn't wake up today planning to feel this way. But somewhere between your first cup of coffee and this very moment, the weight settled in. It's that heavy, invisible pressure in your chest, the feeling that there's just too much. Too much news, too much worry, too much doing, and not enough being. If your heart feels heavy today, I want you to know something. You weren't designed to carry this alone. What is your heavy today? For some, it's a specific problem, a bill you can't pay, or a relationship that's fracturing. For others, it's a general fog of exhaustion. Let's look at Psalm 38:4. My guilt has overwhelmed me, like a burden too heavy to bear. Sometimes the weight is our own mistakes. Other times, it's just the weight of a broken world. What is the one thing making your heart the heaviest right now? Why does God allow us to feel heavy? It sounds counterintuitive, but sometimes the weight is an invitation. It's the low battery notification for your soul. It's God saying, stop trying to power this on your own strength. When we are at our heaviest, we are finally in a position to let Him be our strength. We're going to do something practical right now. I want you to physically open your hands, palms up. Imagine placing that heavy situation, that person, that fear, that bill, into your hands. Now, we're going to pray through Matthew 11:28-30. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. What's one thing you wish you could lay down right now? I want to share a story about a woman who felt this exact heaviness. She felt like she was failing as a mother, a friend, and a follower of Christ. She thought the solution was to do more, but she found that the only way to lose the weight was to lose the control. She had $30 to last the entire weekend. Just $30. And not just for herself, but for 3 children who needed to eat, needed to go outside and play, and needed to feel like kids. Every time the ice cream truck rolled down the street, those little eyes would light up. They wanted ice cream. And somehow, they always invited a friend, too. A friend standing there with their hand out, hopeful. And she thought, Lord, $30. What can I do? There were moments when fear tried to creep in. Moments when the math didn't add up. Moments when what she had didn't look like enough. But instead of giving up, she went to the store with faith, not sight. She stretched what she had. She trusted God with what was in her hands. When she came back home, something beautiful happened. She made the best spaghetti and meatballs, the kind that filled the house with warmth and comfort. She took canned tuna, just canned tuna, cheese, egg noodles, and mushroom soup, and turned it into the best casserole anyone had ever tasted. And somehow, she even learned how to make homemade chocolate and peanut butter cups, turning simple ingredients into sweet joy for her children. What looked like lack became provision. What looked like not enough became overflow. Because she didn't quit. She didn't panic. She didn't give in to fear. She kept walking by faith and not by sight. And here's the lesson. What meal do you turn to when you need comfort? God doesn't always give us abundance up front. Sometimes He gives us just enough so we learn to trust Him step by step. Faith doesn't wait for perfect conditions. Faith moves with what it has. And when we choose faith, God meets us right there, in the kitchen, at the table, in the everyday moments. She didn't just feed her children food. She fed them hope. She fed them love. She fed them faith. And that weekend, it wasn't defined by what she lacked, but by the God who never failed to provide. As we close part 1, remember, you don't have to fix the heavy feeling to come to God. You bring the heavy feeling to Him so He can fix you. In part 2, we're going to talk about the habit of letting go, specific daily routines to keep the weight from coming back. If this helped you, type "I am letting go" in the comments.